the leadership as continuous voter registration begins. 69,376 register on first day. Mixed reactions trail by-election result as APC dominates. FCT asks intended Muslim pilgrims to deposit 8.5 million naira. Plateau to host Council of Health Conference. Ilori Central Mosque, Unilori planned 250-bed hospital. JAMB inaugurates Committee on Exam Infraction. NOA lauds Imo's ban on lavish graduation parties. 2027, Duhu celebrates Tinubu's alleged decision to retain Shetima. Uzodimma vows to tackle insecurity in Imo. Governor Itodo consoles APC national chairman over mother's demise. Corruption still Africa's biggest challenge, says Akufo-Addo. Illegal miners flee as task force storm site in Cross River. All these and more on The Sun today. Let's move on now to The Guardian. My journey to throne was bumpy, guided by God, is what Oba Ladoja shares. APC, PDP, NNPP kick. Alleged fraud in Oyo, Kaduna, Kano by-elections. New licensing charges on settled port operators, 3.5 trillion naira investment. US, UK commend Nigeria for arresting terrorist leaders. Minister, over 3 million Nigerians displaced by flooding insecurity. Delta State Governor launches welfare scheme for 10,000 widows. Group hails Ibas for stabilizing rivers amid push for Fubara's reinstatement. NCC accuses high-profile Nigerians of worsening illegal SIM registration. Osun local government workers allege bid to hijack council funds. Presidential ticket, we are under pressure to zone, says ADC. Overtime import cargoes worth 12.3 billion naira lying idle at ports. All these and more on the front page of The Guardian. Let's move on now to The Sun. Paternity scam rises nationwide. Group knocks federal government over ambassadorial award on Kwam 1. ICT infrastructure worth billions of naira, wasting in tertiary institutions, as according to TED Fund. Youths oppose inclusion of Ohaji in proposed Anim Olu state. NGE urges government to address economy, insecurity, governance. All these and more on The Sun. And our final stop this morning is The Punch. PENCOM blacklists 7 mortgage banks over housing loan breach. Crisis alert. UNICEF seeks life-saving 240 billion naira for Nigeria aid projects. Federal government mules pay rise for political office holders. Global leaders begin high-stakes talks to end Russia-Ukraine war. Customs issue 14-day deadline to seize 905 overtime cargoes. Fubara eyes September 18 comeback as Ibas pushes project's completion. Alaafin lambasts Oni in fiery clash over chieftaincy title. 2 motorcyclists remanded for allegedly raping Ondo teenager. All these and more on the front page of The Punch. Time to get to your reactions right now, and you can join the conversation on our live feed at Nigeria Info on Facebook and YouTube. Numbers to call this morning: 0700 951 0000, 08095 974869, and on WhatsApp it is 08099930137. Once you get through on the phone line, please move away from your device, give your name, your location, and kindly go straight to sharing your thoughts. You can also send a voice note to the WhatsApp number 080-99-930137. Good morning, Yarda Sidrak and Muazu John Lasisi on Facebook, saying the alleged fraud in by-election allegation. When will Nigeria conduct acceptable elections? Are we going to get it right anytime soon? It's a question that he ends his thought with. Let's run through some thoughts on the WhatsApp platform. At 6:25, we'll go on a break. When we come back, we get to the phone lines and get to hear more of your reactions to the headlines this morning.
Itodo. This is Itodo listening from Southeast Abia State. Nigeria electoral process has been deteriorated under Tinubu, said by ADC. Itodo, sometimes when I comment, you'll be like, say, maybe I'm angry for some of comment where people they make. This kind of comment where ADC make, don't be something they're supposed to use do their campaign. If you want to talk about this our electoral process, how they go wrong, they start from the PDP since 1990, since from Obasanjo to Yaradua, Goodluck, Buhari, Tinubu. So may they know just call it Tinubu concerning this election, concerning electoral process. Say na him be the problem. No, they start doing Goodluck, doing PDP and APC. I don't know why they know they mention APC again. They know they mention this thing. They will say they will come jump Buhari come out for their talk because some of these men wait there for ADC na Buhari boys, na Buhari men. Now then, so anything where they come, they include everybody. So if they want to make our electoral process to be normal as it's supposed to be, so that Nigeria will benefit, they should start from beginning to the end. So that is my own talk. Well done.
We bring it all on the table, as plain as it can be.
The conversations you want to get involved with.
And the ones you shouldn't.
No hold barred.
Only on your number one station for talk. 95.1 Nigeria Info.
More talk, news and sports after this.
Audio Jungle.
Connection established.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
From Great Aroma.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. 6:28 right here. Let's get back to your reactions to the headlines. You can call the phone lines, simply comment as well on the live feed on YouTube and Facebook, or go onto our X page at Nigeria Info ABJ to be a part of the segment right here. Let's go on to WhatsApp and then come back to the phone lines in a bit. Yahya in Suleja says, how did the coalition party fare in the last by-elections in some states? There were by-elections in Kaduna and Adamawa states where El Rufai and Atiku come from, but did not make any meaningful impact. APC won in those states. There was by-election in Anambra state where El Peter Obi also comes from, but neither Labour Party nor ADC. He asked his supporters to vote for one in the by-election. Abga won in Anambra, and Sludo, the governor, has declared his support for Tinubu. What does that tell you? May Allah spare our lives beyond 2027 is what Yahya from Suleja shares as his thoughts. And Moazu John says, 2 motorcyclists rape a teenager in Ondo State. That is so unfair. But again, parents begin to train your children in the way of old, where morals is the watchword. The rate of indecency and immoral acts these days, you begin to ask how and where we are going. Drugs is another weapon that is contributing to the menace these days. Let the motorcyclists face the law, is what he says. And corruption has been the problem of Africa as Nigeria tops the list. Corruption has become a normal thing in Africa, most especially in Nigeria, where our leaders siphon all our monies away, thereby subjecting Nigerians to pain and hardship. It also declines our economy and increases insecurity. What kind of leaders do we have is a question that Opulent Imbrari ends his thought with. And Akoji in Maitema says there's an accident that a car ran into the water through the bridge before Millennium Park over the night. The entire public should look out for their loved ones. If the car is not removed in time, once it rains, the erosion will push the vehicle down, is what Akoji shares. Thank you for that update. I will call on the relevant authorities to look into that particular accident and hoping that, nobody was, no life was taken or lost in that accident. Thank you for the report, Akoji. And Oludade Abiodun says, I don't know what is wrong with these traditional rulers. Can their laughing stop the Oni from confirming a title on anybody? I think both the Alafi and Oni should allow peace in Yoruba land and stop claiming supremacy. I personally have concerns on the instructions because I belong there and I can become an Oba in my community when it is time. And for those who raped that teenager in Ondo, they should be made to face the law, is what Oludade Abiodun shares as his thoughts. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Sir Itodo. My name is Sabila, sending in this voice note from Central area. Nigerian electoral system deteriorated under Tinubu and APC. Yes, that's what it is. And by-election, APC dominates. Sir Itodo, the election that took place in Adamawa State, the video is in public domain. It has gone viral. When APC members came in with SUV, with beavers, and a lot of materials in order to rig the election. But thank God for the people around that place. They noticed, and they did not allow that to happen. And they had to surround the SUV, and eventually they insisted that vehicle should be open, let them see what was inside. And lo and behold, there was beavers and, a ballot box full of, material to rig the election. So that's why APC is dominating, because APC is trying by all means to dominate everywhere, because they know that without doing that, there is no how they'll have ground, because people have lost confidence in them. And that is why they are doing everything within their means in order to stay in power. And power is not something that will last forever. You come and go. Where is Goodluck today? Goodluck has done his own part and has gone. Where is Buhari today? Buhari has done his own part and gone. Where is Yaradua? Yaradua has done his own part and gone. Where is a lot of people that rule this country? They have done and gone. And likewise, no matter what, Tinubu is going to do his one, and his own regime is going to be over, and he's going to be a past president. That is my take this morning. Thank you.
Are you there? Hello? We can't seem to hear you. All right. Do well to resend that voice note, which can't seem to get anything out of it. Good morning.
Hello, Mr. Itodo. Good morning.
Welcome.
How's the work? My name is Omodudu. I'm transmitting live and direct from Ede right now at Osun State. AGC said they are under pressure to zone their presidency. Either they zone or they didn't zone. What is their performance in the last by-election? What is their performance in the last by-election? They should come out rightly. They should do the rightful thing. They should not follow backyard and hijack a party. They do the right thing, then probably 2021, Nigeria can consider them. And if Fubara is eyeing September 18, come back. Yes, so I want him to come back. I believe he has learned his lesson. You can't bite a finger that feeds you. It is never possible. It is never possible. And if you want to try to play a game on somebody that bring you up, you need to perfect your way. If you perfect your way, you will know that, yes, everything will work fine after you plan the coup. But not that you haven't perfected your way. You are not started to dine and wine with the traitors, the opposition that attack you, that don't want you to win. It's not possible anywhere. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Still going through your reactions this morning. You can watch live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. We know that some people will be having issues getting through on the phone lines, but engineers are currently working on it. So just exercise a bit of patience and you'll be able to get through on that platform. But in the meantime, you can go on to our live feed on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja to comment and share your thoughts. You can also send a voice note to the WhatsApp number 08099930137. You can also put across a voice call using the WhatsApp voice call option to that same number to be able to get through. Let's go on to our live feed right here on YouTube. Good morning, Solomon Language, watching from Anagada in Gwagwalada. And thank you for the compliment as well. Good morning, Anthony Menogu. Let's move on to Facebook. Jibrain Garba Shafa watching from Maiduguri. And Asue Samson, thank you for sharing your thoughts. All right. Let's go on to the WhatsApp platform and take a few more comments. This one right here from Ikechukwu from Cuba says illegal miners flee on sighting task force in Cross River State. The kind of illegal mining going on in the north is too alarming and no task force goes there to arrest them. All the bushes in Nasarawa, Zamfara, Sokoto, even in Kuje here are filled with illegal miners being guarded by security forces. They can only go to Cross River State to arrest. What is good for the goose is good for the gander is what OKK is sharing this morning. And world leaders not doing enough in Russia, Ukraine, and other warring nations. I thought the UN have the responsibility to ensure peace across boards. Kudos to Donald Trump for being on top of this matter, is what OKJ shares. Your message came in incomplete, so you want to resend that so we can see the end of that message and take your second thoughts. James in Durham says, as far as Professor Mahmood is in charge of our elections, it seems as though nothing will change. That's a thought that he's sharing. And AM Kwesma in Abia State says ADC claiming deteriorating electoral system under Tinubu is not true. The APC campaigned more than other political parties, and so the results of the by-elections are not unexpected. ADC should rather push for electoral reforms now before 2027 general elections, is how he ends his thoughts. And Akim in Airport Road says, for me, our electoral process is far, far better under this current administration. During Obasanjo, INEC will declare winners in an election, that the total vote cast will be more than the total voters registered, is a thought that Akim ends his message with. Let's get to you. Good morning. Welcome. Are you there? Good morning.
Thanks so much for staying tuned. 6:28, right here. Let's get back to your reactions. The headline.
Okay, we can't seem to. I can only hear my voice in that message. If I in Madala says the by-elections that took place across the country is a reflection of our dysfunctional electoral process. APC should know that they are proving a needless point and they will leave by 2027, is a thought that he shares. While Musa Mohammed says the just concluded by-elections does not suggest APC will win the presidential elections. The coalition targets only one person and that target will be met, is how he ends his thoughts. All right. While Jacob Ode in Mandela says, who are the people in the ADC telling us that the deteriorated level of the electoral process under Tinubu has gotten worse? During the days of David Mack in the Senate from Zone C in Benue State, who is now the interim chairman of the ADC, how did he retain power during all his terms? Nobody should tell us cock and bull stories, is what Jacob Ode in Madala shares. And that's a concern a lot of people are raising about the state of elections in Nigeria and if it can ever get better. Would you say that election in 2025, using the by-elections as well as the one before that, the obstacle election in some states, and the general elections in 2025, or any better, or any better from those if we were to look at 1999 and other elections that have brought us this far? Do you feel like anything has changed? Has it improved? Yeah, is there room for more improvement? Many are calling for electoral reforms, but how soon will that happen is the question being asked. Good morning, welcome. Are you there? Good morning. Sorry about that. Something seems to be happening with our connection this morning. So we'll just stick to the messages until that is sorted out in good time. And Wale Fatanla says the last Saturday's by-elections were a damp squib marred by violence and intimidation. Rigging ran rampant, yet some swallowed the vote buying bait, hook, line, and sinker. Two fixes are urgent: picking the right champion and guarding our votes like hawks. Thinking ADC's momentum will spark defections is pure moonshine, but the ruling party's smugness is a ticking time bomb. Bayonanaga needs to do better, not speak from the sidelines. It's such a disappointment of our national consciousness, seeing a public office holder demonstrate deep-seated animosity against fellow Nigerians whose crime it is, asking for good governance, is a thought that Wale Fatula shares this morning. Let's run through some more messages on our live feed. You can watch live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Drop your comments right there, and also ensure that you follow and share the posts.
On your number one talk station.
You get a daily dose of news trends.
Crisis averted in aviation sector after aggrieved unions suspend strike.
Intense conversation.
She's among the ICPC board members. Oh. What has she experienced in life? 20 years with a tougher girl. She is that because she has level.
Sports and news to keep you updated all day and every day.
Join the conversation on your number one talk station.
95.1 Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
All right, it's 6:42 right here. We are going through the headlines this morning and taking your reactions. Let's get to some of your phone calls. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello?
Are you there? Good morning.
Yeah, my Dickie. Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, I was the night and family.
It was good. Thank you very much. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine too. My name is Itodo, the next president.
Please go ahead.
ADC said that election get worse under Tinubu. You can see how Port is calling kettle black. As if those who are in ADC, they are saints. One way or the other, they have not manipulated election in their former political parties. They can tell me which politician in this country want to claim saints that he has not rigged the election one way or the other for himself or for his party. ADC want to claim innocent now. Then they want to claim righteousness. The Nigerians will now see them as a holy party. Even this last election, tell me one way or the other, they have not manipulate the election in their own favor in order for their candidate to win. They are not deceiving themselves. And then that they also said that they are thinking zoning the presidential candidates. Let them do it. So whatever it is, but nothing for them in 2027, because we don't break that gain political power and begin to experience financial recklessness.
But Ojo, here is something.
Alligated.
Ojo, hold on a second. Let me take it back a bit as to something that you shared. You mentioned that those who are calling for improved and better elections in the next circle are also guilty of the same thing. Is it impossible for somebody to want something better if they have realized their mistakes? Is it a wrong thing to change and want better for your country?
It's not wrong, but as a journalist, go and verify this last election if they have not done the same thing. This just concluded the election. Go and investigate if they are not one way or the other want to manipulate. See, look here, politicians are the same. It's just political party that is different. You don't expect that a cat will go from one place to another and will not behave like a cat.
All right.
It's just that we don't have good politicians in this country that want to move the country forward. All of them are the same for their own selfish purpose.
All right.
Until when we get it right, that they want to do the right thing before the country will move forward.
All right,
and I don't expect that from this present politician, maybe next generation.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ojo, for sharing your thoughts. Do you feel like it is impossible to have the right politicians in Nigerian politics? Do you feel like all hope is lost and we need to do like a rejig, brand new people getting to politics with a different mindset and different approach to how things are being done for any real change to happen in Nigeria? Let's get to you. Welcome. Good morning. There's something happening with your connection. I can only hear you in bits and pieces. Hello. I can barely hear you, so I'll let you go. You get a chance to call back, maybe change the position where you are. Let's see if that improves your connection. Let's run through a few more of your thoughts right here. And Laji Abbas Ida says, I am not a party to the self-serving politicians, but is the PDP not the root of our ordeals? The ocean of anomalies we are drowning in today was pioneered and implemented by them, ranging from the imposition of candidates, rigging, winner-takes-all politics, corruption, and impunity at its worst. May God deliver my country, Nigeria, is what Laji Abbas says. Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome, sir.
I suppose you can hear me now.
It's a lot better. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, my. Are you there?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I'm here. Okay. Itodo, I agree totally with the last caller, Mr. Ojo, please. Totally. Now, you see, the question should be, who are the pioneers, who are the leaders of this ADC? From David Mark, who they pretend to be their chairman, to the last. They are all from either the PDP, the APC, and what have you. The same set of people are championing the ADP. So what do we have to do? Nothing, if you ask me, nothing. Rather, the same set of people who want to milk Nigeria again. All these old people, this set of persons in APC, ADC, Apuga, name them, including Obi. Me, I am not carried away with this. Fly Obi. I am not part of this set of people. I tell you, including Obi. I ask myself this question: who was Obi as the governor of Anambra State? For 8 years, you could not conduct election for local government. So what are you especially to
but
a Democrat?
But that hold on, Omar. That has been dispelled over and over again. There's also a report that shows that was conducted before he left office.
Okay, look, before he left office.
Yes.
For the better part of his time, he never got election. He's not a Democrat at all. I don't see him as Democrat. So they are all best of say better. Call Erufai, call Tinubu, call Amechi, call Regbesho, call all of this. Honest. My brother, I beg.
Right.
Even the APC is not any better. APC is not any better.
All right,
I don't know where will it go. For me, make those guys come talk about government. Thank you.
Thank you, Omar, for sharing your thoughts. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I did. My name is Mrs. Omeza.
Let's go ahead.
This by-election is just weakening me. True. What is the way forward, please? The voice.
Yes.
What can we do to get it right? Let's just maintain the status quo, no election. Just allow people to just rule us. When it's time, just like one caller said, they will go because naturally, water will always find its level and things will fall into place. If it is 10 years that the Constitution says that if you are appointed as a CEO, you serve, do your 10 years. If you even want renewal, give the person renewal. But one thing that I know is sure is either alive or not, you will leave that position. With this by-election, I'm discouraged completely. We talked about people now stealing children. Maybe we'll find time to talk about that. Why do people steal children? What do they do with these children? A day-old child, when you take that child away from parents, the child will not know parents, but God is God. When you see that a son killed his father, that papa not being born. If it is African blood, not being born. If daughter did not take care of her mother, how be she born? That is the effect. Because if you give birth to a child, the child will have no option than to love you. Even know how you be, the child will take care of you.
All right.
God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But I have issue with this violation. Thank you then.
Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. My name is Jamal.
Welcome, Jamal. Please go ahead.
It's been a while. I just would, from listening to my fellow Nigerians about the elections and the ADC submissions and the rest saying this. Everybody had just spoken excellently well. You see, like the first voice note you played, a guy from IBR, I think I forgot his name again. The first voice note you played today,
yeah,
he just simply said it all. It's from 1999, from the PDP, from OBJ. And someone just told you that the results, you could see results of election, people being declared winner. The numbers of the voters are higher than the accredited voters. You understand, in election, it was that bad. Now ADC could come out to come and say these things. It's just funny. Like they just like we Nigerians and they're all the same. But like I want to just say something sarcastic this morning. So just 1 minute. Like because of Mrs. Omiza saying she's disappointed. Good morning, ma. That I just feel like hence we feel all like that and you feel like that. So the presidential election for 2027, they shouldn't conduct it. They should just let INEC give us the money. The budget for that presidential, they just give us the money. Let Tinubu continue. At least give Nigeria, share the money to Nigerians. We know he's going to.
How much will each Nigerian get if that were to be the case? Would it be substantial if that were to happen?
No, if we agree as Nigerians, like the presidential election, please don't spend the budget for that election. Just share the money to us and let's continue. Then the senators and the rest, the governors, you can do that. For the presidential, just allow you.
Okay.
It's for you.
All right. Thank you, Joel, for sharing your thoughts. All in favor of that? Well, I'm not sure that Nigerians would want to see that happen. I mean, they want to be able to exercise their rights as Nigerians. And the Constitution already states that, there are various times after 4 years where elections should hold. But Jamal is saying if we wouldn't see any difference in the grand scheme of things, might as well just not bother at all. Let's run through a few more messages. We need to wrap things up in less than 2 minutes right now. This one from Bolahan in Shafa says, concerning your question, it will be very difficult to get a good politician in the country until when we have strong institutions that can deal with individuals, not Mr. President, is what Alhaji Bolahan shares. And Warake Iyado Nwake says, ADC has nothing to complain about as long as these politicians resemble themselves in that party. The problem of this country, those guys contributed to it. Allah will send us a Messiah to flush out the bad eggs, is how he ends his thoughts. We clamor for coalition. Now there is coalition. The same Nigerians are shouting, saying the coalition members are this and that. Let me ask us, between you and I, who amongst us has the money, the will to oppose a sitting government? Nigerians, what do we really want? To me, IRF should sign into law for compulsory upload of results IRF should be signed into law, is what Evans in Abuja shares. All right, a good place to wrap things up this morning. Thank you so much for your thoughts, Maxwell, as well as Ambik and Gwax for your messages. Too long, I can't take it right now, but would come back to this conversation again sometime and you get the chance to share your thoughts. To all, stay tuned. So much more coming up for you.
This is Nigeria Info.